So, in order to make the knife, what I've done is I went and cut a short piece of spring steel. It's about 5.5 inches long by 1/4 inch thick, and you can go anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch in width to an inch if you like, but an inch is pretty wide. Alright, so let's get at it. Let's forge this puppy. Alright, so there's the knife forged out. 3.5 inch blade and a 3-inch handle. Okay. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to let it cool down a bit. I'm going to put it on my wire wheel and clean it right up. Then we'll harden it. We'll harden it and temper it. Okay, blade's all nice and clean. It is the thing. Now, normally if this was just for like a piece of cutlery or something, I wouldn't have made the blade in this shape. However, it's going into into an outdoorsman's kind of pack, so I made it in a shape so that you can cut your food, do a little bit of skinning with it if you like. Of course, this is spring steel, so it is good steel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to harden and temper it. So the hardening process, I've probably shown this before half a million times. We're going to take this to a non-magnetic heat, which is called critical heat, and I'm going to put it in oil. Okay, it's going to be a little bit of smoke, and yeah, simple. We'll just wait for the once I put it in the oil, I just wait for it to stop bubbling. I take it out, put it in a vise to cool off for a little while, and then wipe it down while the oil's still hot and getting it all off there. Alrighty, then we'll grind on an edge and this piece will be done. And we'll move on to the next great magnificent video. We'll probably make a fork next. Okay, talk to you in a bit. And of course, like an idiot, I did not have my camera turned on. Anyhow, I just put it in oil, clean motor oil, and I'm waiting for it to finish bubbling. And she's all done bubbling, so I'll pull it out and put it in my vise. Not only do you get to see my cat, my wild cat, the knife is sitting there in the little vise, cooling down nice and slowly. And I'm gonna wipe off all the oil, and then we'll get into the temper. Okay, talk to you in just a bit. Okay, she's all cleaned off now. I'm going to put a I'm gonna do a little bit of a grind on it first before I do my temper. Okay. So I'm gonna use the big belt at 40 grit here first. All right, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to go over to my smaller belt grinder, just because it's easier for me to get the bevels on. All I did here was just clean up the shape a little. Okay, see that, and put a little bit of a point on it, not a final point, but a little bit. And we'll what I'll do now is I'm just going to change this down to a 125 grit just to clean up any nasty scratching, and it will also accentuate pardon me, it will also accentuate the hammer marks right there. Yeah, it'll also accentuate my hammer marks and bring out that nice rustic look. Okay. All right. course, I can go down a lot to a lot finer of a grit and get rid of all those scratches there and stuff, but it kind of makes it look like it was done with a grindstone too, so which is kind of neat. Okay. Now to temper it, I just bring it to a gold colored heat and put it in the oil, wipe it off, throw an edge on it. I'm all finished. Okay, so let's not draw this video too long. Okay, so let's just take it to a gold heat. I'm just gonna put it in my tongs. I've got my pressure down on my forge so I don't have a whole pile of intense heat blasting in there. I've got it down to 8 pounds. 6 pounds, sorry. Alright. Let's just go in and out. Down low. Look. Overheated a little bit. Okay. In and out of the oil. Yeah, I got some blue discoloration near the tip there, but not too bad. It's more black than blue, but we'll be all right. Hey guys, back. So now I'm just going to go down to a 400 grit, give it a bit of a polish. Nothing super fancy. Okay. And put a little bit of an edge on it. Okay. With my hunting knives, the stuff that I make, I take it right down to 600 grit, and then I use all the polishing compounds in the buffing wheel, right? So it don't forget, this is just this is done on purpose. Coarse looking blacksmith working. Okay, it's done on purpose. I should actually just show you a knife blank right now that I forged and did some. I will. This one here was made out of a farrier's rasp. Okay, so I'm just letting you see this, just to show you. It's not quite finished yet. I still got to do some finishing work over in here. A couple little tiny Mars in it, but yeah, I'm just trying to show you that no, my work is actually quite a bit better than that. Oop, I gotta find the camera. Okay, so there's pretty much finished up. Of course, before I go to sell this one, I'm going to get rid of all those scratches and stuff off of it, but you see the basics of it. Okay, you see the shape. All right, so it lends itself to being able to skin and stuff with, as well as a small utility knife. All right, so remember, this is going to go in the possibles bag. Okay, and let's get on with it and make the fork. Part 2 is next. Okay, everybody, that ends the part 1 for the tools in the little possibles bag, right? Okay, kind of like a frontiersman's EDC. Okay. I hope you guys liked it. Tomorrow I'll upload the one I'm making a fork. Okay, it'll be a little quicker. As usual, I'm having to stop video, answer phone, explain that it's too close to Christmas to expect me to send you out a knife right at this second and to get there in time for Christmas. It's just not going to happen. There's stuff that I've sent out like over a week ago that still isn't even at its destination. All right. So that being said, guys, have a very Merry Christmas season. Take care.